if you've seen that expensive $100+ Ralph McQuarrie concept art book on Amazon, I wanted to take a look at it and show you guys what it's all about in case you're curious. It gets marked down like up to 50% sometimes. Might be worth jumping on then if you wanted it. The slipcase has this nice artwork on it. It's 2 volumes. I've got volume 1 here. So some of the artwork is spread out over 2 pages, and the book is huge, so it looks awesome. And we know this this is a really iconic piece of Ralph McQuarrie concept art. I just marked some stuff, try to make this not take forever. I just love the scale of this one. Here we have our Chewbacca concept art, later used for the Lasat species in the West End game eras, and then later used for the Lasat species in Disney canon with Rebels. I really like this piece. Here, Luke is a girl. Luke was a girl in some of the concept art. Han Solo. Here's this symbol. You readers of Supernatural Encounters might recognize it. I had to mark this. You remember back in the day, the dudes were never wearing pants. There's showing a lot of skin here. Dudes started wearing pants maybe around the 80s. Maybe a little after that. You go look at old comics. No pants. No pants. This one's awesome. Look at that. A lot of sketches in here. I like this guy. There's our concept Boba Fett. It's originally supposed to be a stormtrooper commando. A super stormtrooper. There's a cool little section for the holiday special. That's a really nice one. Star Wars birthday poster. There's our Yoda concept art. Yoda, this design for Yoda actually made it into one of the Empire Strikes Back issues, I believe. It's reprinted with proper Yoda. Here. Here's a collectible. Who knows how much this is worth. Vader in Flames piece was done as marketing logo, and we used it on the uniform of the crew in Norway. We had enough of those patches made that I gave them away to people who visited the set as well. It was an all-purpose logo. This is cool. This is a lot of cool stuff I never knew about in here. Sounds of Space concert poster that Ralph McQuarrie did. In April 1978, the Sounds of Space Symphony played 5 concerts in San Francisco Bay Area, featuring music from Star Wars Close Encounters, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Flash Gordon, and The Planets. McQuarrie was asked to create an art piece for the concert's poster and program. I love all the Christmas themed Star Wars stuff. That's amazing. Okay, let's see if I can. So this book will have the second half of Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi, and Beyond the Films, which is an interesting little section. This is making me wonder if McQuarrie came up with the idea of the spiders becoming trees, or if no, that was in Junior Jedi Knights with Rebecca Moesta's books. That was in the Anakin one. I don't know. Here's our concept art for IG-88, later incorporated into Rebels. I like this one. I have 3.7 and 5-inch figures of this exact stance for these two that I'll show around Christmas, perhaps. He's holding his beard like that and everything. This I now recognize as the cover art for the first West End Games adventure supplement, Tatooine Manhunt. Right? Did I make that up? They're on Bespins, and now I'm having a moment of panic. Huh. So here's something. Blew my mind. Wonder how rare this poster is. First of all, look at how beautiful it is with that color. I'll just read this. The illustration was created as a cover for a children's book, but was deemed too scary upon completion and was not used. It was later used as cover art for the Jedi Master's Quiz book, published November 1982, and on a poster for the Empire Strikes Back radio drama. Who's this guy? What's his story? Christmas in the Stars. So, the only correct answer to what is your favorite song on Christmas in the Stars is, what do you get a Wookiee for Christmas if he already owns a cone? I'll accept no other answer. Here's a cool little bonus. Raiders of the Lost Ark, the one piece that McQuarrie did for Indiana Jones is to show the power of the Ark. I guess in Return of the Jedi, in an earlier draft, the Emperor was going to be on a throne surrounded by lava. Pretty cool. I like this dumb looking guy. A little different looking. Not Coruscant, but the concept art for the city that the Emperor lives in. It was didn't need to be used. Look at that. Oh. Love this one with the lights. Right, so this is interesting. Like a history. I guess this would be the first appearance of the Killiks, in a way. Right, so the landing platform is a plateau overlooking mound-shaped city of Seismon, which sits on a vast grass plain. So this is a concept art made for a location in one of the drafts for Return of the Jedi that they were going to go to, a city. And as we'll see, this Ralph McQuarrie later uses this idea and this design for Alderaan, and then in the Illustrated Star Wars universe, Kevin J. Anderson uses that Ralph McQuarrie illustration for the Alderaan section and puts some lore behind it and says that the Killiks used to live in these things. And this is the first appearance of the Killiks in the Illustrated Star Wars universe. Very cool. All the way back to this concept art for Return of the Jedi from Ralph McQuarrie. More Santa Yoda. I'm here for it. I like this. We get some E.T. and Star Wars before the Phantom Menace. Not any narrative material, but what was it? George Lucas took a full-page ad in Daily Variety to recognize the success of his friend Steven Spielberg's film E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Heh. He did some stuff for Mind Harp of Sharu, I guess. Beyond the films. This is an interesting section. Just kind of blast through this. The Illustrated Star Wars universe. That's used on the cover of The Hunger, The Final Galaxy of Fear, which is horrific. And it's like John Whitman must have been like, if this is my last Galaxy of Fear book, I'm going out with a bang. You can't cancel me after this. So this is all stuff you'd recognize from not only the Jabba's Palace pop-up books, but the Illustrated Star Wars universe, or some of it. It's in the pop-up books. Yeah. Why does that look familiar? Like it's actually used somewhere. That's a great one. much at all. It's really creepy, the look on his face. Can't explain it. Ugh. He doesn't look dead. He's like, hey. Something really cool that I liked about the illustrated Star Wars universe is the Endor section where it describes different Ewok cities, like on the water and on mountain sides or cliff sides. Cool lore. The Gorax. So now I've been wondering about this, and so this is cool, right? If you've read Young Jedi Knights, you will recognize these things because they show up in Trouble on Cloud City. When Jason falls off of Cloud City and he wakes up and he's floating on one of these, it's one of the cooler parts because Kevin J. Anderson does a really good job describing these. And it turns out that they are an invention of Ralph McQuarrie. And here's kind of an example of Ralph McQuarrie creating lore for Star Wars. I made up the floating landmass for the book. This book. I thought that if there were creatures flying on this planet, there has to be some sort of ecology that supports them. I saw these beds of moss and kelp-like plants that were full of gas that was lighter than air. The whole landmass kind of dances around on warm updrafts. They were inhabited by all kinds of little animals who made food for these flying beasts. The beasts perched on some of the beds and, perhaps, the humanoids lived on them. We never got around to thinking about the humanoids. The Temple of Exar Kun. Another really cool thing about the illustrated Star Wars universe, which is that Ralph McQuarrie, iconic concept artist for Star Wars, illustrates something from the Jedi Academy trilogy. Right here as well. Oh, I suppose I was thinking of that scene from I, Jedi, actually. Maybe that's not it. Here's those designs used on Alderaan. Oh, geez. There's the Alderaan we know. Amazing. Star Wars pop-up books. Galoob toy packaging. Seems a bit beneath Ralph McQuarrie. Yeah? I don't know. Oh, looks good. Oh, cool. It's a little bit back here. There's the concept art toys. Okay, that's it. Thank you.